First thing that comes to mind, fondest memory of Winnipeg.
Man, I mean, I just had DJ's on the brain. DJ's pizza restaurant that I used to work at when I was about 15 years old, and for some reason I just thought about it when it popped in my head. So I guess there's a lot of good memories just about DJ's and Westwood and growing up there. I mean, obviously high school as well, playing in the high school band, like, you know, my high school rock band. There's so many memories, man. It's hard to say, but those ones popped in my head first.
For people who don't know about Winnipeg, have never visited here before, how would you describe your hometown to someone like that?
I think, you know, a lot of people, you know, think about Winnipeg and just think how cold it is, but you're missing out on a great city. And I think the people are great here. We have such an amazing downtown area, and just everything else about it. It's just a fun place. It was a fun place to grow up, and it's a fun place to come back to. And there's so much going on here, arts and music and acting, and it's just a very creative city as well. If you have any type of creativity in you, you might want to come to Winnipeg and experience what we have to offer from that aspect of it.
Now you're here in the home of the Winnipeg Jets, Canada Life Centre. Favorite Winnipeg Jet of all time? I
mean, you got to say Bobby Hull, right? But I think, and obviously, I went to the Jets in the 70s with Lars Erik Schuberg and the hotline with Anders and Ulf. But I used to love Teppo Numminen, because I met Teppo once and he was super friendly. I actually came to like a Jets fan day and I met Teppo Numminen. I had his picture up on my wall. And so I was always a big fan of his, and I was also a big fan of Sean Cronin that year. 1990, I went to, I think, 32 of the 40 home games. I used to buy the 7-Eleven $7 tickets. And then even though my dad worked for the Jets, he never got me tickets, jerk. But so yeah, I went to so many games and I was so into the Jets. And the greatest moment in Winnipeg Jets history is Game 4 against the Oilers, first round of the playoffs in '90, when Davey Ellett scored the overtime goal and we went up 3-1, and then dropped 3 in a row, which is the worst moment in Winnipeg Jets history. I was going to hide in a bush with a crowbar and hit Messier in the knee to stop him because they couldn't be stopped. But so all those are great memories of the Jets.
Is there a favorite place, a favorite restaurant, or something that or a favorite thing that you like to do when you come back to Winnipeg when you do get that chance?
I mean, I always like going to DJ's. I still love the pizza there. It's one of my favorites. It's just like we went out last night to High's Steakhouse downtown with my dad and 3 of my friends from high school, and it's just you know, there's so much. It's just good times whenever you come here. You know, it's always a fun time. So I also like the Keg. So DJ's, the Keg, and High's. Those are my 3 favorite restaurants for sure.
Winnipeg winters or Winnipeg summers?
Gosh, I mean, Winnipeg winters are so freezing, but what you don't know if you're not from Winnipeg is the summers are so freaking hot as well, right? I remember I got married here at St. Charles Country Club and nobody could believe it. Everyone was just sweating. It was so hot. But I have a soft spot for the winters. I like the winter. I live in Florida now, and I miss the snow and I miss the cold. I really do. When I was up here at Christmas time, it was, you know, minus 40 with the wind chill, and I just loved it. So Winnipeg winters for sure.
You're going to be hardy wherever you go.
That's right, exactly. Yes. It makes you tough.
Chris Jericho, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Much appreciated.
My pleasure.
Thank you.